hold up my handy dandy notebook and it's just a bunch of crudely drawn boobies. Give me your best blue. Cut. Intro. Beer time. Another Georgia beer. So we like to stick with. Terrapin Jazz Cabbage. I wish it would have just called Devil's Lettuce. Some wacky tobacco, but this'll do. You got their typical turtle holding a hemp leaf. Little saxophone. You got little hemp plants. Pretty awesome. It's getting on the hype train with all these hemp infused beers. Super danky, right? Pretty solid. It comes in 12-ounce cans only, I believe. I bought mine in a 6-pack. I'm sure if you like the G13 from Sweetwater, either the regular or the Sweet Mango Kush, you're going to like this one quite a bit as well. Its ABV is 6. IBU is 52. You got Chinook, Columbus, and Simcoe hops. We'll see how this one works out. So, right off the bat, it smells like some jazz cabbage. Yeah, it's good. It's real hoppy. It's definitely got your hemp-esque IPA flavor you're looking for if you're buying something like this. No different than all the other ones on the market currently. These are rough to get through all day. I've tried it before. I've been to shows. 6 or 7 G13s. It gets a bit much. You feel like you just have hops for blood at that point. But you can't ignore the novelty of this. It's obviously a very unique flavor. It's very different. Something you're not going to find in most things, right? You're going to only get it in beer, at least in Georgia. It's hoppy. It's super, super duper hoppy. It's also relatively light. Just in like thickness, we're talking. It's not thick. It's not light by any means. We're talking about it being a light beer. I think they also use like 4 different kinds of malts, which I feel like is quite a bit. Usually it's like 1 or 2, sometimes 3. So that's cool. With this many hops in it, you're not really going to taste that malt much anyways. I'm trying to equate it with like the G13 or the Emperor. I swear. And I mean, the Mango Kush and the G13 are similar but different. The Mango Kush is the fruity one compared to the straight up one. You got the Emperor, which is the one from New Belgium, which is also really good. You have this one. I'm pretty sure I've had one other hemp flavored beer. And I want to give you a good rundown on where this falls in with them. I think the Mango Kush one's my favorite because it's not just straight hemp flavor. You have that sweet mango flavor to it as well. It adds a whole nother thing. And it's a wheat beer instead of an IPA, I think, which is really interesting. The G13, I think, has a bit more bite than this one does even. But it's really, really good and really solid. There's something special about it. And then the Emperor is kind of the run-of-the-mill middle. It might be the lowest. It might be the least dank. I hate that I keep saying that word during this. So this is probably this is in line with Emperor, maybe a little bit. I think it's a little bit more hoppy in taste than Emperor was. It might be on par with G13, but I think G13's still ahead. Just a bit. Just a little bit. Mango Kush, not so much, but because it has that fruit flavor and it's wheat, it kind of cuts into this overbearing hemp IPA flavor. I think makes it just a better beer. It kind of removes some of the novelty of it. I'm sure people are buying it for. But that makes this one no less good. Like, it's still good. They're just the variance between what is available to buy currently. And obviously, like supporting Georgia beer, but we all know Sweetwater's Georgia too. Actually, it's probably more Georgia than Terrapin is now. Because Terrapin's like completely national. So they win over Emperor any day. In short, this is extremely close to being a G13. If you like G13, you're going to love this one. The differences are very minor. I think the G13 has a hair of a more bite, especially on the finish, by memory, compared to this one, where I think it's more on the front. I think G13 is a hair darker too, but the G13 definitely smells way more hemp hop than this one does. I think this one has about a very similar flavor though. There's something, but there is that, like I was saying, where the G13 has a bit more edge to it. In closing, this is a more refined, smoothed over hemp IPA compared to the G13, G20, whichever one is. Pretty sure it's G13. It's more refined. It's got a little bit of that bite removed, but still plenty of your jazz cabbage in a beer. It's pretty light. It's like I was saying, it's not a thick, nasty beer. It's pretty crisp and light still, while still being that full of hops. I think all of the ones I was talking about prior are a bit darker by memory. But this one's just as equally as good. They're all good. I mean, if this is your thing and your little chuckle you like to buy for beer wise, they're all going to be good. Go get any of them. This one's cool because I've never seen it before, so I wanted to get it. And then they got the little Terrapin turtle dancing on it, so you can't pass that up. So we got Athens, Georgia, Terrapin, Jazz Cabbage, ABV 6, IBU 52, pretty high up there, with Chinook, Columbus, and Simcoe hops. Bunch of different malts, don't care to go over them right now. Super solid. If you like these hemp beers, go pick this one up. I'm not sure how easy it is to get a hold of. I know it's seasonal, and I don't see it very often personally, but that just could be my small sampling size of stores I go to for beer. I mean, you may see it all the time. There's no telling, but it's definitely one to buy. Don't stray away from it. If this is your niche, give it a go. Bring it to your buddy's house. It's always fun because it's a silly beer. And just make sure you give it a good smell when you open it, because it is a very distinguished scent. And I think you'll get a kick out of it. Here we go. See you next time, nerds.